You could totally, say that we're doing so as well. I got no problem with that. I don't think there are any cats in the game that you can recruit. Go for the spider silk and collect it and fruits. That's what I'm thinking. I want to get this, though. And... yeah, some exotic fruit, but we don't really have enough collection to be able to do that. And we're still waiting for all that. Alright. You decide to build a new house in the village to improve your lifestyle. Construction is going well, or so it seems, until the whole thing collapses on your workers. Get everyone who's left together and dig out those stuck under the rubble. Ooh, having this early is not always great, but it looks pretty good. You have enough good crafters and wise people to figure out how to get the builders out quickly and safely. The builders have learned an important lesson about health and safety. Yay, we've started OSHA! Alright, so we got a Blessing of Intelligence. This 10 is not 10 intelligence. The blessing gives 5 intelligence, and it lasts for this many turns, so 10 turns. Setsuna, Ferris, Mortal Vision, and Lel Bunny all have 5 additional intelligence. Lel Bunny and Mortal Vision also have 2 additional craft. Very good. 2 XP, 1 research point. And we have collected some wood and some fish. So now that we've collected some fish, I'm going to turn that on. Very tempted to turn the... yeah, I think I'm going to turn off the meat for now. Because we'll get enough food, enough fish that... I think we'll get enough fish that I don't need to worry about that at this point. You're going to craft fish cakes for all to eat. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, it was pretty nice that we didn't get any wounded out of that. Alright, we stumble across some more ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. Let's search it. You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair. You hear a clunking sound, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way. To arms! I literally did a test game, a couple test games, and in my first, 3 or 4 of these, I never once had a fight. Through multiple games. There's a lot of enemies in this one, unfortunately. And all of our warriors are in the tactical deck. Let's go. Alright, starting out with the opponent's turn, which is unfortunate. So, when you put down someone with piercing, they do half the damage right off the bat. So that would take this one down to... yeah, it would go down to 15, and that would not be enough for Lysane to kill it. So what I want to do is put down Lysane, and then I think we want to confuse this one. So now he won't be able to do anything, we'll be able to kill him. Let's go ahead and counter tactic, get rid of one of those. Unfortunately, now all of those guys are out. If we confuse one of those, then we can get you guys out. We may take some wounds here. Yep, we did. But we made it through okay. Alright, so Lysane took 5 wounds, but that's okay. They'll recover over time. If there was a red blood drop, that would be basically a note that that person is in danger of dying. We got a new shield. 2 meat. We got a wooden ring that gives 1 sturdiness. Some more sandstone, and some vegetables. Let's take the stuff and leave this place. And down here we have 4 crazed bees, which are not the best thing to face right now. And yeah, I think that we will take this spider silk. If I come up here, I can get the spider silk and I can get that. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and camp. Let's go ahead and gather. Only takes 54 to gather that, so that's pretty good. So if we put Dracophile, Super Elu, and Eelil, we'll get fruit every turn. If we put everyone else on the Spider Silk, it will be a lot of time before we get that. Yeah, bees, piercing damage, not fun indeed. But we did pick up some equipment. So, sturdiness. In physical and sickness challenges, damages the enemy and heals you for sturdiness amount. Okay. We'll equip it. Let's see, physical and sickness. Should probably go to someone who's going to be good in a physical challenge. And, let's see, that's going to be too heavy for Tolpanzer. Not too heavy for Dracophile, however. And so this gives armor and shielding. So that's pretty nice. 4 shielding, up to 16 armor. He also has blunt damage. Need to get wood too, because I only have 3. That's a good point. Alright, so that'll be 2 turns. Then I can move. That'll get me up to, that'll be a few more turns, so I could then move you off of that. So the smithy is very close to us. And unlocking the Spider Silk did give us a few more. Yeah, I'd like to keep getting more food. I don't think I can do any good crafting of gathering tools. Nope. Got no gathering tools. I could do a crafting tool, and I probably should pretty soon. It would only be 3 crafting, though. Need to kill some mastodons so we can have some bone tents. Alright, let's just pass a couple turns. Hey, and everyone has gone up a level. So, Dracophile, +2 intelligence to 5. Lysane, +1 health to 14. Eelil, +2 health to 16. And Tolpanzer and Aroyaru both get +1 dexterity, which also means additional stealth. So, 7 dexterity, 10 stealth, and Aroyaru, 6 dexterity and 6 stealth. And +1 strength for Super Elu to 10. Excellent. And back in our village, Setsuna gets +1 will to 17. +1 perception for Ferris and Lelbunny to 2 and 2. And +2 will for Mortal Vision to 14. Very nice. We got some fruit. So we definitely have some fruit to declare. Go ahead and let a turn or so pass. Let's see. Alright, get you back here. Keep gathering the fruit. I don't know how long I'll keep people here, but we got 8 turns of that. Manage supplies. Let's actually uncheck that and check that, since we're going to be getting a lot of fruit. So that's okay. The bees are coming close to us. You lose your footing and fall into a really deep ditch. Quickly realize you are not alone and you have fallen into a viper's nest. We're camping! How? How? It's terrible. Just kill the vipers. Yeah, 3 skulls. So this is basically the, how dangerous the battle is. We can definitely take 1 skulls. I don't think we can take 3 skulls right now. So we're going to try to climb back up before the snakes get you. Luckily, we have all of our warriors here. Asps. Very dangerous. You go first, Indy. Yes. So we got 4 physical cards. Let's begin combat. Let's see. So we do have the sturdiness kicking in here, which is good. We got some good cards here. Shield ally, counter offense, counter tactic. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep in play. Okay, they're gonna do that. That's a 7 strength card, which is not good. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Okay. I don't know if I will be able to counter tactic. I might be able to counter tactic with you, but I kind of want to keep that first ally. Or the shield ally. Yeah, I think that we're not gonna do that. All right. Let's see. So that is going to be 10 damage coming our way. Tolpanzer would have the best at defending against that. So go ahead and get out first. Okay, so that guy can't do anything. I am going to shield ally. And go ahead and get closer. I could have gotten rid of one of those, actually. But I think the shield ally is more worthwhile. Okay. So all of our cards did survive. So since we did the 2 phases, anything they have left then gets reshuffled. Anything we have left gets reshuffled. So let's go again. Now it's our turn to go first. Unfortunately, Tolpanzer does have quite the injury there. But we can just counter offense. That's fine. There we go. Alright, you managed to climb up before the snake's attack, and Eolil, Superlu, and Lysane all get a Blessing of Dexterity. 5 Dexterity for 20 turns. Pretty nice. What did you get, Eolil? I think you got some health? Let's go ahead and leave this place. Unfortunately, it's impossible to take a look back. Alright, so Lel Bunny is asking about buildings. So this is what we can see right now. We can build right now a pasture. The pasture rearing your own animals means your people will not need to hunt so often. Grants meat each turn. Then we can unlock the herbalist's hut, the cabbage field, the smithy, the well, and the watchtower. Herbalist's hut gives you improved healing. You can have new kids become medics. And there's some other side benefits it gives herbs. The cabbage field really doesn't do a whole lot other than occasionally gives you a baby. The smithy gives everyone in the village some crafting. And it also... This is a must-have building because it means that you can actually get good stuff, like good quality equipment when you make it. The well just gives you random materials based on what you've unlocked. The watchtower increases your visibility difference, or your invisibility radius. And then crafting-wise, right now we only have cooked meals. We could go for roasted meals and baked meals. We can get jewelry, light armor, swords, one-handed swords, I should say, one-handed axes, bows, clubs, and staves. And then this is all the gathering resources that we can get. Won't say how long it took you to notice there were 3 tabs on the screen. Yeah. But yeah, the herbalist's hut is pretty good, and the smithy is a must-have. Yeah, you basically have to have a smithy. Let's see, we are 2 turns away from gathering our first batch of spider silk. Now, when we get our next point, I may want to go for Wicker or Cane, just to see if we get it close by, because it's pretty important to get some better gathering at this point. Alright, some monsters have come near our village. So we got 4 malicious spiders there. We got 4 crazed bees here, which is annoying. Got some more fruit. Got some more fish, some more wood. Monsters are not coming towards us. There we go. We got our first batch of spider silk. Unfortunately, it does take 4 turns to gather the spider silk right now, which is not ideal. We've got 5 wood left. Let's go ahead and gather a little bit more wood for the moment. Okay, those monsters have wandered off. Now, at night, monsters do tend to be a little bit more aggressive, so we may get attacked. Can't bee stingers become sewing needles, spears, or fruit pickers? No. Up to 84 fruit, which is very nice. 56 fish. It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor of the and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Ziadi. Great, begin the celebrations. You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Ziadi actually appear before you. One, an elder, bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry. And if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home, seek us out, and if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more. The Ziadi nod in agreement, then disappear, and Lel Bunny gets +2 folklore, up to 2. Wonderful, if we are ever cursed, we shall seek out this city. Ald killed some bees and got some kebabs as loot, yeah. And they're not too far either. Alright, got some more wood. I don't need you working the wood at this point. So let's get back to helping with the spider silk. Once I break 100, I might move up to the exotic fruit. Alright. I'll go one more turn of gathering food. Yep, they've decided to attack. Alright, the 4 malicious spiders. Now, unfortunately, this is not a combat-heavy group, so this is not the best. Alright, we get to go first. Get you down. Okay, they're pretty easy. Oh, dang it. Alright. Let's counter tactic. Get you in. And then shield you. They don't do a whole lot of damage, so they're pretty easy. Yeah, malicious spiders aren't too difficult. And we actually got a wooden bow out of it. Range damage 3. Not too shabby. Alright, Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea. So we can get a warrior, we can get a gatherer, or we can get a crafter. In general, crafters are better. Warriors are good for early defense, of course. And I think that right now I am going to take a gatherer, though. A warrior for now, you say? Anyone else have any ideas? I'm leaning towards gatherer so that I can just get more resources. More fight, more stuff. Well, if they attack the village, might be good for a warrior. That's true. I think Furious just makes them come at you more often. The problem is kind of that warriors aren't very good at anything other than fighting. I mean, you can make them good at other stuff. Alright. Well, I guess we'll go for a warrior. We could use some more defense here at village. In the village. We'll celebrate the rite of passage. Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places food offerings at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future. So, 8 strength, 4 will, 2 speech, 3 intelligence, 4 tactics, 10 damage, and 15 armor. Because of the 15 health. Alright, I did see Sierra Mike come in, so, guess what? Welcome, Sierra Mike. Defend the village with this bow. So, without the bow, no range damage. With the bow, 3 range damage. Unfortunately, right now, we don't really have any weapons to give Sierra Mike. How long until Ald gets you killed? Hopefully never. And we need to have you help out gathering the fishies. Or actually, you know what? We could get wood every turn until we're done getting that, but that's gonna delay that a little bit. Now, let's get more fish. Fish is better than wood at this point. Alright, 132 fruit, that's good. Let's swap over to this. So the gathering is, it takes 108 to get it, and we're currently getting 54. And that is based on the gathering skill. Dracophile has 5, so that's 50. Eelil and Super Alu have 0, so they're just adding 2. And the way that works is that when you're here, with no skill, it's 5, which is half of 1. If Super Alu had 1 gathering, then he'd be gathering 10. But then when you put them in the secondary position, they get, you only get half the skill out of helping, which gets rounded down to just 2. But with this, we will get exotic fruit every 2 turns. You can stab the fruits. Does that help? Kind of. But we do need to get some things crafted soon. Especially food. But we'll get some food out of this. Alright, so we got some exotic fruit. Because we have some fruit to declare. That'll be 1 turn. I don't think these are synced up, actually. You know what, let's get 1 more of the regular fruit, and then I want to see what happens when this rolls over. Okay, some more spiders are threatening Darkmoon. Okay, yeah, 4. Alright, in that case, I think 1 more batch of spider silk will do us well. Yep, they've decided to attack. Malicious spiders, let's begin the combat. Okay, we do have Sierra Mike in the combat deck. I think this will be okay. Let's keep play. Player's turn. Alright. I can only put out 1, but Setsuna can get out first fairly easily. So I am going to start by counter-tacticking. Let's see if they put out one of those other ones. Nope, they did not. Perfect. Okay. Lel Bunny goes out first because Lel Bunny has the shielding. Just to be on the safe side. And we have won. frog legs are overrated. But how about spider legs? Got 1 spider silk, and we got a bone crusher axe, which is made from bone and wood. It's a 2-handed axe, 11 damage. I think we know who is getting that. Sierra Mike, congratulations, you have a weapon. Now you do 21 damage. It's pretty good. You don't have any shielding, though, which is not great. Alright, got some more exotic fruit. Got some more fish and wood. How are you doing on wood? 2 turns. Is that how much I need? Yes. Perfect. Okay, now we have 5 deformed bats threatening us. Okay. The Wanderers are now out of wood, but we got our exotic fruit, our spider silk, which is exactly what I wanted. Let's go ahead and break camp. And can we get back? Yes, we can. There we go. Alright, so we've brought them into our village. So we can go ahead and have a little bit of extra help. There we go. Let's move. Pull you guys off for the second. Crafting-wise, let's see what we can make. So we can make cooked meals, clothes, and craft tools. And if we do this, that'll get us a craft of 4, which is pretty good. I think that we'll make this. It's pretty heavy, but that'll be okay. So, Aruyaru, Setsuna, and I think Superlu, Eolil, and Sierra Mike, you can help out there. Actually, you don't need to help. You do, though. Might want to craft some clothes. Light armor for weak people is a good option at the start. Yeah, but I want the craft tools first because that'll lessen the chance of getting bad quality stuff with everything else we do other than food. Then clothes, we could make stuff with spider silk. That would be 4 armor, and it only weighs 8, which is super light. That's actually really good light armor. But I think we'll wait and look at that afterwards. Gathering-wise, we want to get a little bit more. Yeah, so we'll get fish every turn with this. You'd save spider silk for bows? I don't really have much else, and I can go get more spider silk. Never got any wicker. Right. Well, I don't have any points. So it's going to take 2 turns to get the crafting tools anyway. Okay, there we go. And Aruyaru. You cannot carry that. Setsuna can. There we go. Alright, so we can't make any more crafting tools. We can make some cooked meals. Which I kind of want to make a few of. Fish salad. Since I got a lot of this fruit. I did get a science point now. Alright, I'll take a look at that. Turn off the busy. 10 fish salad is pretty good for wandering around. Okay, that's pretty efficient. 6 turns to get 15. I did get a new point now because of when you make something other than food. So if we go in clothes, just as an example. So this would get us, each one of these would get us 11 research points. So that's pretty good. Exotic fish fruit salad. Oh, that sounds ever so delectable. It's kind of, yeah. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and get the wicker. Wicker is pretty nice, and the wicker is not that far. Alright, that's a good, that is pretty lucky. And I believe that means that we got some more in the village as well, so, yep. Alright, so this would be gathering 4. That would be gathering 3, so I do want to make one of these. So there we go. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And let's actually make this first. We can make scarecrows and wickermen now. Woohoo! And it'll be even more appropriate when bees attack us, and we can say, "Not the bees!" More spiders have decided to try and pay us a visit. Okay, and because of the finishing of the basket, everyone fell down into this. Alright, equipment-wise, that's 4. So now the question is, do we want to give this to someone who is going to stay in the village? Or go out of the village? Someone who doesn't have any skill? I think we give it to Sierra Mike for now. We can swap it around later. But this will just get us a little bit more. In fact, if we put you over here, that will maximize our usage. Let's make a wicker chess set. You don't know how to play chess? I mean, I'm not good at it, but I figured everyone knew how to play at this point. Maybe it's because I grew up with battle chess. Alright, so we're making some food. We got 2 enemies nearby. We are collecting the wood and the fish. Some of the enemies have wandered off. I'm going to wait until this food is done, and then I might send out another expedition. An unexpected visitor, Theodore, arrives at your village. Your food stocks have grown. Your people are learning how to live in the awakened Thea once more. But the darkness is not gone, always looming in the shadows, lurking behind corners. It is time to try and find clues as to what happened and how to repair it. Okay, so how do we do it? Ah, that's the spirit. I knew we could count on you. I must warn you, others have tried and failed before you, so the road will not be easy. Do you know anything more about what happened to the cosmic tree or why the darkness came? I know some, but I do not hold the answers you need to seek. I know that once Thea was a land ruled by high magic, land where demons were kept in check by the peoples and by the cosmic balance upheld by the gods. The pillars of Thea stood sturdy and held our world together. Now the barriers between the lands of the living and those of the dead are torn asunder, and thus darkness holds a tight grip on us. Without your aid, whatever made the sun return may not hold for long, and the age of darkness may descend upon us once more. Alright, fine. So how do we find out what to do? There have been those who sought to undo this curse, those who were charged with the guardianship of Thea's pillars, and who have failed us. Some were the ancient peoples you call elves. Some were avatars of your gods, and some just people who proved worthy. And yet they all failed thus far. Here, on this map, I have marked a spot where one such guardian may hold answers for you. Without giving you a chance to say anything more, Theodore disappears, leaving you with a map. Okay, well, take the map. You think you know the base idea of chess? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know any of the strategies. I know how all of the pieces move and stuff like that, but I don't know any of the strategies. Alright, so we've made the cosmic tree become available to us. Alright, Setsuna gets +2 Folklore to 4. Mortal Vision, Lil Bunny, +1 health each, 14 and 14. Lysane also gets +1 health to 15. Pharos, +1 perception to 3. Sierra Mike, +1 speech to 3. Eolil, +2 speech to 4. Ariyaru, +1 intelligence to 7. Dracophile, +1 strength to 6. Super Lu, +2 strength to 12. And Tolpanzer, +2 animal kinship to 5. Very nice. Good level ups. Got some more wood, some more fish. So let's see, we've got... I do have some amber, which is nice. So what would we get out of this? That'd be 3 armor, 8. I'd be able to make 2 of these. That would be about the same, but not quite as much stuff. Be a fur coat. That would get +1 dexterity. Not as much of that. I mean, I do feel like just getting a bunch of silk tunics for that 8 weight, really light stuff, and a really good amount of research. And better armor than I can get with anything else that I've got available right now. It's pretty good. And then I could always get a 3-in-1. I'll think about that when we finish up the food. Alright, looks like some bats are attacking us. 5 deformed bats. Let's go ahead and begin combat. Luckily, we've got everyone in the village helping out.